All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for another installment of Intune.training, the place to learn how to use Microsoft Intune, the Steve and Adam show, with Adam and Steve, and Ben, the intern. Yeah, no, we're getting rid of that one.
We tried so hard to hold that.
Wait, boys.
Oh. That's all. That's all you get.
That was totally worth the wait. That's great. All right, well, we're back. We never went anywhere, but you did. So this is another video that we're going to do today about Microsoft Edge, because we want to do things about Edge, and Steve's got clients that need to know about Edge. So if you're one of Steve's clients, customers, whatever, yes. So, hey, we're going to talk more about Edge today, and I'm thinking we're actually going to attempt to do even more, like some more deep dive stuff in Edge at some point, because I think it's got a fair amount of universal appeal across lots of folks. And so even if you're not doing Intune things, just managing Edge in general and talking about what, the cool bits and pieces of Edge, I think would be a beneficial thing for our audience. So if you think that's a good idea, please let us know in the comments or whatever. And specifically, give us some questions, things you want to know about. For this video, I believe we're going to talk about enabling extensions, enterprise management of the extensions, browser extensions in the new Edge browser, and how to do that from
Edge Chromium.
It's just Edge. It's always been Edge. I've always used it. It's just
Edgium.
Nah, Credge on Edge. Come on. All right.
Edge Chromium.
All right. So Steve, what is this? Because I thought
your comment below on what you like to call it.
Because didn't extension stuff get disabled by Chrome?
Yeah, it did. So one of the things that Edge has added back in there is the ability to manage extensions in the Edge Chromium engine. And part of that is about being able to have things like My Apps or your password manager or Okta automatically installed, so that it makes it easier for your end user to access your corporate data or your corporate system. So one of the things that I'll get you, who's doing the demo again? Was it Adam or is it Ben? Adam is sharing his screen.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean, okay, hang on. Let me close.
Yeah, take your time.
Browsers.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No
it's fine. I mean, I'm so glad
we need just a browser. So we're going to go to aka.ms/.
You guys are over here now. I'm trying to talk to your faces over here, and okay.
You have two screens. How lucky are you?
aka.ms/MEMAC MEI.T. Yes, we've made it. Okay,
we made it. We've got a man on the inside.
aka.ms/MEMAC MEMAC.
Oh, so you just wanted me to go to the Intune portal?
Oh yeah, but it's the easy way of getting there.
It was so much easier if you'd have just said those words.
I mean, just typing endpoint and auto-completing is also helpful,
But I mean, whatever.
Anyway.
What do you want to tell me?
So what we're going to do is we're going to select devices on the left-hand side, and we're going to go to configuration profiles. And we're going to create a new profile that is going to define our awesome Edge extensions, and obviously we need to put the asterisks and the tildes there, so we get admin template.
I think that naming convention I used is actually incredible.
Yeah, I think so too. So asterisk tilde.
Do you guys have the yellow pages, like the phone directory where you've got all your business directory? Is it the yellow pages there as well?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure at one point it was.
I mean, so used to be this thing called a phone book, and they would leave it on your front porch, and it had numbers in it that you could dial. So Anyway, the
And then you would recycle it, like literally the day after it turned up.
yes.
Yeah.
Do you have the entries in there where like do you have a company? Yeah, the companies, all the names have all these A's in front of them. The whole point of that is to get them further up the alphabetical listings in the phone book. So it's yeah. Anyway,
So Aardvark advertising was always at the top.
it's like it's like AAA
because
zebras or whatever. I know he's got his special character. Anyway, all right. Side tangent. This is
asterisk tilde.
Adam's awesome. I can't type. I'm just going to abbreviate some words here. Policy for Edge. Nedge.
Edge.
Which character comes up first?
I use star, but yeah.
Well, if I use more,
yeah, that's perfect.
Win.
That is a solid naming convention.
Got it.
All right, so where do we go?
And then we're going to go to the Edge settings for computer.
Yep.
And then we're going to go to extensions. There's a folder, Yep. And then in here, we have the ability to allow specific extensions to be installed. So if you select that one for me, Adam, what you'll see here is it now requires you to provide an extension ID. And ask the question you're going to ask, where do I get the extension ID?
Yeah,
so what we're going to do.
I wasn't going to ask. You're not going to make a fool out of me, Steve.
Tell you what, Adam gets sassy after a couple of snacks.
Yeah, he does.
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go and hit the three dots up the top left for us, Adam.
I don't see that.
In the browser, underneath the X.
That right there?
That's plus. We want the three dots.
These dots.
Over on the right.
Yes.
Sorry, he meant the other left.
Because I was looking left and they weren't there.
Stage left, Adam. Stage left.
Are things backwards or down under? Is that what's going on?
They are. You know they are.
Going to go to extensions there, Adam, not about.
By the way, go sign up for codingwithcaroline.com.
Nepotism.
Where am I going?
If we go back to the ellipsis up the top right, and we're going to select
extensions, not settings.
Yeah. Yes. And then go to get extensions from Microsoft Edge. Well, for Microsoft Edge even.
Should I just
either one?
I'm so it's too many. It's too many.
And in this scenario, we're going to go and select Microsoft Editor.
Isn't it cool that the Zoom is page specific?
It's so good.
It is good. I really like it.
Unless you're trying to demo things all zoomed all the time, then not so much.
So if you scroll down for us, Adam, and you'll see there Microsoft Editor. What we're going to do is we're going to select the text at the top where it says Microsoft Editor, not Get. And you'll see in the address bar, we have a code, which is that section there between the last backslash and the question mark. We're going to copy that, and we're going to go back to the allow specific extension.
Steve, you could have just said, Adam, run your fingers over your keyboard. I would have done that.
I have a really important question while Adam's copying and pasting. Is DuckDuckGo actually used that much that it's the top extension?
Yes.
Is it really? I have never used it.
So I get so just looking at my blog traffic, I get a decent amount of DuckDuckGo traffic from it.
That is horrifying.
People use it.
All right. Yep.
There's I don't know, it's more secure, less. We know less about the company, so therefore it must be safer.
Security through obscurity.
That's the way I look at it.
All right, sweet. Okay, so we've got that extension ID. Sweet.
Cool. So if we click OK on that, what this allows you to do, if your company has sat there and said, we're going to block all extensions, this allows you to go and have it so that extension is accepted to be allowed to be installed.
So you can still block extensions, but this allows you to corporately say these ones are allowed on.
And we've been doing this in our enterprise. Even when we had Chrome, we used the Chrome policies to do the same thing. And this is very, very handy because it does give you that control, because there are some extensions out there you just don't want people installing.
So if you go back to the Microsoft Edge tab, Microsoft Editor tab, sorry, and go back one. Let's call out one that I don't think would make sense in the corporate world. Like Minds.
What does it do? I haven't figured out what it does yet.
I don't know.
Here's what you get: HD artwork. Well, let's just install it.
Why?
Well, it can read all the changes to all your data and websites you visit. This is why you hit cancel and run away right now.
Yep. Change the page.
Change your search settings to bing.com.
Wow, look at this.
Extensions.
Wait a second. Hold on. Publisher for the Wonder Woman new tab is Microsoft Corporation.
Easy access to search the web with Bing. So this is the Bing team, right? The Bing team have gone.
This is a Bing marketing team ploy partnered with. Wow, that's just amazing.
I mean, great extension.
Basically, just to get you to change your browser to Bing. But if you watch our previous video, you'll find out how to force it to be Google.
As long as you don't install that extension.
That's right. So anyway, you can see why you may not want to install random things off the internet. Actually, in fact, my daughter, she's 8, and she's doing school from home right now. And I set up their computers and locked them all down. And somehow she had to do something. And whatever it was, it only worked in Chrome. It did not work in Edge. Don't know why. I tried. So we had to switch over. And so I put Chrome on her machine. And then I haven't dealt with like a browser hijack toolbar thing in a very long time. Yeah. And somehow, whatever it was, the extensions that she had installed, she ended up with a search bar and all sorts of crazy bits and everything. And so we no longer have Google Chrome on her machine. So side tangent, but just it does definitely open up some opportunities for things that you need to be careful about.
All right. So if we go back to that tab there, Adam, under the Create Profile, and there's one other thing that we can look at here. Right, so that's enabling you to go and manually install it. But then you also have the ability to control which extensions are installed silently, which is the second last one there, which is slightly different in the sense that we can actually give it the ID, but also then add a URL that will say, go here to get the actual updates.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, so it installs and also updates itself silently?
Yep.
That's cool.
And it takes precedence over any potentially conflicting block list items as well.
Yep. So this will override. So if you look on the left-hand side where you see control which extensions cannot be installed, this will explicitly override that.
Nice.
So this is where
really
you can
handy.
go. Yeah. So if, for example,
can I ask you, Steve? If you didn't have this set, so okay, we've set the allow specific extensions to be installed.
Yep.
Does that force it to install, or it just allows it to?
No, it just allows it.
It allows it to be installed.
Okay.
This explicitly forces it to install.
Okay. Can you set this without selecting allow?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So long as you haven't blocked extensions, yes, you can. But if you've blocked extensions,
then you need to do both. Okay, no, that's cool. I think that's a good point to put on that. Like, realistically, I'm one of those big proponents of not blocking things. The extensions are super risky. I think disabling by default and then allow listing what you want on your environment is a really smart way to do it.
Yeah. And what you'll see there, Adam's calling out is extensions don't load in private mode. That's intentional because it's not wanting to track anything inside that in private session.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you said, Steve, this won't work if you've blocked extensions.
No, it will work. It will supersede, but you have to have both. So if you're
sorry, flip it around. That if you block extensions, you can't make this work. Did I say that right?
No. Supersedes the blocked extensions.
This wins over everything. So if you say you are not allowed to install the Wonder Woman extension, but we specifically state that we're going to install it silently and maintain updating with that extension install silently thing, it's going to install. It just means that you can't go to
sorry, I was
allowed specific.
I was thinking of it more like if you've blocked all.
Yep. So if you've blocked all
extensions, you
still have to have allow specific extensions and then install silently.
Okay, so
that's good.
You start a block all extensions that aren't explicitly listed in the allow list.
Yeah,
that's right. So what you can do is you can go here, turn that to enable, put an asterisk in there, and it will block all extensions from being installed unless it's in the allow specific extensions to be installed, which is the top one.
Or cool. So this is basically like setting block everything and then set exclusions with the other policies.
Yep. So this is just like application whitelisting, but for extensions.
Yes. That's correct.
So to clarify, so this says it takes precedence over the extension install block list, which is what I said block star, and then I can then explicitly silently install or explicitly allow these, and should work.
Yeah. I think that's really good. I fail to see why this shouldn't be used
very secure
by default. Right? Super secure.
Oh. Look at that. Yep, that's perfect. Yep, so just confirming, that's exactly, So if you block all extensions by setting it to star, they can only install items identified or defined here.
Yeah.
So this is really the preferred way that you would want to set this, is you'd want to
block all,
allow explicit.
Yeah, and then that forces the second one from the bottom forces it to actually install as well.
Yep.
So not only do you have the ability, so you could do like available extensions, but also required extensions, right?
And this is where you can sit there and go, well, I have 3 password management systems that I want to make available to my staff.
And
I don't care which one you use. You pick which one you want. You go to the store and you can see them, and you can go and install them. But if it's not on the approved list, you're not going to be able to use it.
That's really good, yeah.
So I just want to make sure you have a password management system.
Yeah.
And I don't want to fill up your whole address bar with all of these extensions.
Yeah, just pick one, yeah. I think that's a really, really smart way to do this.
Yeah.
I've never been so excited to look at administrative templates before.
Well, and they're just getting cooler and cooler. And like I guess that if you're trying to migrate from on premises, the other stuff to call out there is we've got the group policy analytics, and the first wave of that has shipped, and it's going to keep getting better. So right now you can upload all your existing GPOs, and you can compare those and do things with them. So I'm not going to get into the details on that right now, so we will cover that in another video, I'm sure. And I didn't actually deploy this to anybody, but it's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think if anyone hasn't played around with this, they definitely should, but they should also 100% set this up by default unless there's some weird reason why you can't. What are we looking at here?
I'm surfing, man.
This seems very work related. Is this just ski?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much. Yeah, I'm waiting for the abominable surfer to come. What's weird is
there is a policy that can disable this.
Why would you want to? I mean, maybe because you're embarrassed that you can't play it well.
Is this the one that shows up when you're offline as well?
I think so.
There's a one. When you
so
have
this
no
is the replacement to the shark one. Sorry, the dinosaur one.
So Ben, try to play it, because I swear my brain is used to the orientation being the opposite, even if I'm I'm hitting the opposite arrow keys every time, because my brain is telling me that the front still is right. Whatever.
Yeah. I gotcha. All right, let's try this. Oh no, this just 100%. This makes sense. You go fast. Oh, I stacked.
Wait, you have to share your screen so we can ridicule you as well.
Okay, that's fine. Let's do this.
I love that this has devolved into playing games.
No, we should wrap this up. Okay, so extensions are now completely managed. We get to select exactly the ones that we want and nothing else, which will stop any of that malicious extensions. And there's lots of them as well. Does this disable side loading of extensions?
Yes, because you can also set your trusted source location. That
Cool.
was one of the policies that Adam hovered over that we ignored him playing on.
Yeah, sure. That's cool because I mean, look, personally, I have a couple of side-loaded extensions that I use for like dev testing and stuff, which is really good, obviously for me. But I wouldn't specifically want anyone to simply just go in and do whatever they wanted. So just being able to disable that, I think, is really cool.
Nice.
Very cool. Okay.
Awesome.
Have we got anything more to add to that?
No, I don't think so.
You can do it with your mouse. Oh my god.
Oh,
sorry.
what?
Sorry.
Wait.
We're not.
Wait.
Let's end the video and continue playing.
You can, yes.
Yeah. Wait, Steve. What did you post in the chat here? Did you get the?
Wait, squid.
A squid comes and eats you instead of the abominable snowman.
Yep. Once you make it over 1,000 meters, you get a squid.
Post in the comments if you want us to have a competition on who can win, like a live head-to-head on who can win at Surf in Edge, and we'll practice for the next iteration here. All right, that's enough, boys.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah. You can take away my solitaire, but you can't take away Surf.
Yes, you can. There's a policy for that.
Steve,
I'm
editing that out of this video.
No, you're not.
All right, guys. I think that was good.
All right. Thanks, Tim.
I'm not going to hit leave this time. I'm going to hit stop recording.